boat back and take it back and pump the oil back on the boat they had it on. Because the Americans come and steal the ship, right? And pump the oil. And you ought to hear them on press TV. Y'all hear them on, oh, shoot, we done whooped they behind. And we done did this and we done did that. It's healthy. They're not getting arrogant because they know that what they're getting hit with, how they getting hit, and but they respond when they get ready and how they want to respond. And so you have to remember, with a few more allies strategically located in their own weapons industry, they'll be able to stand a little lightweight war. If the Zionists can't stand it anymore, well, okay. You look at the size of Iran and the size of Israel, it's a little spot like this, right? And I've driven around Iran, and it's just like driving around the U.S. It's about 30 or 40% the size of the U.S., including Alaska. That's a big joint. When you're driving around Iran, it's like you have the same feel you have driving around the U.S. You just be driving and driving and driving. It's not like driving through these states here. It's like driving through western states. If you go from here to New York, you go through Maryland, Delaware, Jersey, and you get to New York, just going 4 hours from here, driving. If you're driving out that way, 4 hours. If you're going from Beaumont, Texas, which is right next to Louisiana, and you don't even get to Houston in 4 hours. And then El Paso is way over there on the other side. You driving out there for not 24 hours, but a long time. Right, yeah. Yeah, out there in the middle, not in the middle of the ocean, but out there where the ocean is, well, they know where to start cleaning up. Okay, let me, revolution from Egypt to the Americas. Okay. Psychological guerrilla warfare has worked. Okay, what makes this a big deal is we're not sitting around letting them design the war. Okay, we're a small group. We can't run the whole show, but 80% of it may be in our hand. They're not used to that. They're used to everything being in there. We're going to make you niggas hurt. We're going to make you holler. We're going to make you poor. And we say, you ain't going to do nothing, boss man. And that is bad. Boss man and the Zionist is worse in arrogance than, let's say the white man. Because white man took a few punches and his girls is all running all off and talking bad to him, so it's kind of working on his little self-esteem. Yeah, here in America, Britain, look what they got. They got a program for little white girls, but they don't have nothing, like say in Britain, to help white boys, the little boys. So the boys are feeling, what do I do? We used to open the door for girls. We used to have a place, and everybody knew kind of where their place was. And now they got the poor kids, the white kids, males, where are you going to fit? The girls don't need you no more because they're hanging out with each other, right? And for a while, you're not going to put up with that. I said, hey, I don't know nothing about population control. Maybe Allah sent it. I'm confused right now, so I'll mind my own business. If girls and girls are together, don't worry about the population. If boys and boys are together, right? Don't worry about the population. I'm not saying that it was sent from somewhere else, but one thing about it, boys and boys don't produce no children, and girls don't. They can go down and adopt 1 out of every 1,000 children, but they don't have no new ones. So I don't know what it is. It's just I mind my own business. I'm just telling you. Add it up. Yeah. They're not having their 1.7 children. Mexicans are. Do you know? What was it, 25 years ago, they had babies having babies here in D.C.? Are they still doing that? Don't hear nothing about it now. What happened?
We're actually third in that type of category. Mexico is the Latinos, the Asians, and then us.
Then us. We used to be right out there. Now, I'm not against it because everybody is brown or something like that. They're going to have to get along a little bit. I mean, what the heck? And then intermarriage is so, even Asians marry a few Negroes nowadays, well, especially in California. If you want to see the future of America, go out there. You don't see it right here. It's just jumbled up a lot, It's really jumbled up a lot out there. And here people stay in their own neighborhood a little bit. Okay, I think we'll have to do another one of these. Anyway, a setback ain't nothing but a setup for a comeback. That's where we are right now. That's the goal. That's the stage that we're in. And we've been working toward that all the time. It's not a surprise. It may be a surprise to Boss Man, but it's not a surprise to us. And everybody, they fit where they want to fit because it's open. It's open for everyone to fit where they want in this new world transformation. Right? Okay, so if we have a certain picture of where we want to fit, the people just have to have the courage to step out and give it a try. That's all. Why not? Just think, like right now, today, we have an opportunity to fit where we want in this transition. Like, in other words, to choose it's kind of like choose your destiny. What do you want it to be? Because you're going to be charged for that on the day of judgment. It's not going to be what my idea for you was or somebody else's. What did you do? When you looked at all of this, what came to mind? Where do you want to fit into this? Do you want to maybe just, boss man, he'll give you a little job. He won't give you no authority to do nothing or to fix nothing. He'll just maybe give you a job to keep an eye on other people that might. But suppose them people they're not in a tired mood. One of the poor Sudanese brothers, he traveled all over the country with me. He said, maybe they don't think you're that important anymore, or that you just got a little old. And I was happy that he thought that. I said, that's wonderful. Because the way I look at it is 25 years from now, I want to be doing kind of the same thing. If they take a rest or something, that's the way it's going to be, that's wonderful. I don't look at it like that. It would be if Allah arranged all of this stuff in the order that they've arranged it, and a person don't take advantage of it, maybe something is wrong with them. I don't know. I think this is a period of blessing. This is the period of blessing. And it's here for us. We can choose, just us right here. We can organize ourselves and we could choose our future. It don't make no difference what boss man think about it. It don't make a difference. We can choose, remember the Quran, the way it, write your own book. Because you're going to get your own book that you wrote. Who wrote that book? The angels didn't write. They might have mentioned it, because that's their job. But they didn't write it. They didn't act it out. Imagine that this is a reality, that we got a chance to write our own book. And we're going to come before the supreme being that created everything. I mean, can you imagine? No, I guess you can't, because that's a little too big. That the creator of the whole universe, right? The whole universe, you're going to be before that reality. And that ain't no joke. You don't know that. I said, well, I ain't taking no chance. Yeah, I ain't taking it might be true. I ain't taking no chance. Because what it sounds like is true, and I lean toward believing it, and I'm not taking a chance. You ain't joking, man. Shh. And all I got to do is be right for 50 or 80 or 100 years, and the rest is sweet. See, the Negro don't understand how long forever is. He think maybe it's a few billion, zillion years or something, quadrillion. He don't know. And boss man definitely don't know. You mean if I do halfway right, I got a shot at spending eternity in a certain environment? And it's all kind of levels, and I may be zillion years in level, whatever level you're on. If you just get in the door, you fine. Right? It ain't no bad spots. Hey man, you home free. This is the way I'm going to feel. If I get on the veranda that I can see in paradise, that'll do. I mean, from where I'm coming from, and I could smell paradise, I don't want to be on the other veranda where you could, everybody hollering, and I said, man, that ain't that's pretty bad that way. Just imagine that that's true. We have that opportunity. And see, it ain't betting on just a dead horse, because everything points in that direction. Everything you read in Quran, you can see and you could feel, you could taste. Hey, that makes sense. That's, it's different than reading the Bible or the New Testament. Yeah, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's really something there. I mean, it's fine, you know what I mean, it's for somebody that they, but this right here, hey man, it makes sense. So anyway, I think we'll make another one for IAC.
I will be here tomorrow if you want to do a program tomorrow.
Yes.
Because then I can probably get a DVD to you that night.
Perfect. We'll do one tomorrow if that's fine. Cause I just kind of straight. Is that close? Tomorrow at Dhuhr? I'll be ready anytime tomorrow. Hey, anytime, and then I'll shoot. Yeah, you burn it, and I'll knock them boys over. Okay, and we'll close with this. We talked about forgotten hero, nonviolent resistance. Our view of nonviolent resistance, what it is, evolution of Islamic movement. Look, when we talk about evolution, we're in evolution. That's one of the secrets of, let's call it, our success, is that we've been involved in the evolutionary process, and we know it.